Hi, Virgo. Welcome back to Leigh's Intuitive Tarot. My name is Leigh, and today we're going to take a look at what's going on with you and your person. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. What's going on with Virgo and their person, please, Spirit? 3 cards. Give me 3 cards for what's going on just with Virgo. Okay. Okay, here we go. So the overall energy for this week's reading is the Fool. Okay, so this is talking about, you wanting to take that leap of faith, wanting to have, this beautiful, grounded, stable relationship with someone. Okay, you're wanting to give your cup of love with the Ace of Cups, and also with this Ace of Cups, I feel like this is also talking about you learning to love yourself, and I feel like your cup is finally overflowing, and so now you're wanting to give some of that love to someone else. With the 6 of Wands, this is talking about your dream lover coming into your life. Okay. And I don't think, for the majority of you, it is not the twin flame. It is going to be a new soulmate that's coming in after this twin flame. Okay. And then there's the 4 of Wands there. That's my twin flame card. But this is Spirit talking about the new person, saying that this is going to be somebody that comes into your life that wants to give you commitment, will marry you if that's what you're wanting. Okay. And this is somebody with whom you can be happy with, someone who's going to give you and put work into the relationship, the same work that you put into it. Okay. All right. But I feel like for a lot of you with this Page of Cups, this is Pisces energy. This is talking about, you still wanting an apology from the old person, from the twin. For some of you, this could be you wanting a love offer that you never did get from the other person. You never did get the confession of their true feelings. Okay. All right. So we're going to start by clarifying the Fool. Okay. Okay. So give me 1 second. Okay. So you're ready to take a leap of faith with someone new, I feel like is what this Fool card is talking about. It could also be talking about from the past when you tried to take a leap of faith with your twin flame. Okay. To clarify the Fool, we have romance. So this is what you were wanting. You were wanting someone to wine and dine you, to, make their feelings known, to show you, to prioritize you and the relationship. And I feel like, the person that you got fell very short of what you wanted. Okay. But we've got 2 other cards coming up here, Passion and Cupid's Arrow. So there is somebody new coming, okay, for you, Virgo. This is going to be somebody with whom you have insane chemistry. This is going to be somebody that you have fun with. It's going to be equal interest, meaning that what you put into the relationship, this person is going to put the same thing in as you. They're going to look at you the same way. They're going to want to accomplish the same things you're wanting to accomplish. And Spirit is telling you to have faith because love is coming. Okay. It's just not coming from the twin. Okay. All right. The 3 cards that fell for you, we have the 5 of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the Hangman. Okay. Hangman is Pisces energy. So there's going to be competition. Okay. With this 5 of Wands card. So I feel like once the new person comes in, the old person, your twin, is gonna want to come and try to drag you back into the same type of arrangement y'all had before. But I feel like you've woken up, you've had an epiphany. You're like, okay, fuck this, we're not doing this no more. And you're setting your sights on the new person. So Spirit is telling you to give this new person a chance, because this is going to be somebody who's going to be very, receptive to you, wanting to come in, telling you, they're going to tell you how they feel before you even tell them. Okay. And at this time, you may not even be feeling like you can open yourself up to someone else. But as I told Leo, I'm telling you the same thing. This is going to be somebody who's going to want to go at your pace. So if you explain to them what's going on, that you had something with somebody else, this person jilted you, they dragged you, they did all this crap. If you let this person know what's going on, I feel like they are going to be understanding, because they've been through stuff as well. Okay, so you and this new person are going to mirror each other too, because they've been through a lot of the things that you're going through now with this twin flame, and they're going to be able to understand and want to go at the pace that is comfortable for you, because I feel like they really see you as a valuable person. They see you, they already have feelings for you. I feel like a lot of these people already know who you are, and they're just waiting for the time to be right, so that they can strike while the iron is hot. Okay. All right. So to clarify the Five of Wands, we've got the nurture card. Okay. Let me say this about the Five of Wands. I feel like this is also, Virgo, for you, like going back and forth in your head. I feel like you may have been questioning, second guessing yourself and questioning whether or not you made the right decision to walk away from this person, but you did. That's why the nurture card is coming up here, because Spirit is saying that by you walking away from this person, you are nurturing yourself and laying the foundation for you to build the type of relationship that you really do want and what you really do deserve. Okay. All right. So the next card we're going to take a look at is the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this is talking about what you want. You want love, you want family. I feel like, I'm surprised the Ten of Pentacles is not here, because I feel like you want all of that, the legacy, the money, everything. Let me go back to the Five of Wands. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. The abundance card fell. Here you go. This is the money, because I told you, I said I feel like you want the money too, and so here's the money. So it's talking about you trying to work on having a positive mindset. I feel like you're focusing on your money. You're focusing on what you're passionate about, as Spirit was suggesting that you do. And you're getting to the point. Like I said, you're working on something that's going to pay a lot of dividends for you in the future. Okay. All right. So back to the Ten of Cups. Like I said, you want family, you want love, you want all the things with this Ten of Cups card, and it's being clarified by the receptive card. So Spirit is saying you can have what you want, but you have to open yourself up to it. You can't let what happened with this other person shut you down to where you completely change your character, Virgo, and you don't open yourself up to new love. Okay, because there is somebody else coming in. Like I said, they're going to be wanting to go at the pace that you want to go at. Okay, it's not going to be a thing where they're going to be trying to rush you into a relationship, especially when they know you just got out of something with somebody else. Okay, but you got to open yourself up to it. You have to be receptive to it. All right, give it a chance is what Spirit is saying. So we've got blowing kiss. So this is going to be unconditional love. You and this person are both going to be giving and receiving. Okay, this is going to be fairness in love for once. Okay, and your affections are going to be returned. So this is not going to be you running and chasing after somebody, the person running and you chasing after them and all that kind of crap. All of that is over with, Virgo. Okay, you learned your lesson. You're walking away from this old person, and that is what Spirit wanted you to do. So now, as you heal and you continue to work on yourself and pour into yourself, the new person is on their way. Okay. All right. So the third card we have is the Hangman. I told you this is Pisces energy. This can talk about, like you being on pause, or you putting things on hold because you're trying to let go of things that no longer serve you. So Spirit is telling you that this delay is happening because everything is happening in divine timing. So divine timing is happening right now. Okay. And Spirit is trying to give you a chance to recover from what happened with this other person. But like I said, the new person has already been activated. They're coming. They're coming slowly towards you as each day passes. For most of you, I'm sure you can feel it, because I can feel my person coming towards me every day. The energy gets stronger and stronger, but it's happening slowly. Okay. All right. Then we've got the karmic family card coming up here. So you may have somebody in your family. This card keeps coming up for everybody. It just came up for Leo. So if you have Leo placements, you may want to watch the Leo read. This karmic family card is talking about somebody in your family where, you and this person don't see eye to eye. This could be somebody that you've never gotten along with in your family. And the reason why this is going on is because you've been brought back in. This person has been brought back into this lifetime, into your life, so that you can heal whatever needs to be healed with this person. Because whatever's going on, with your family, you got to deal with that shit too. Because anything that you're leaving flapping in the wind can potentially show up in your new relationship, and Spirit doesn't want that to happen. That's why they're drawing attention to that. Okay. So it's like, for some of you, it may be like you dealing with two different things at one time. You're dealing with the twin flame, trying to kick them off in the ass. And then you got this person in your family here doing crazy stuff. And like I said, you gotta decide. Okay. Let me tell you this awakening you going through, Virgo, sometimes you're gonna have to cut people out of your life, and it may be somebody you share DNA with. Okay. I'm not telling you that that's what you need to do. I am bringing this to you. Okay. Because I had to cut people off in my family that we just weren't seeing eye to eye. And it's not a thing of, I hate them or anything like that. It has nothing to do with that. It's the fact that if I know you don't mean me well, it doesn't matter how much I love you. It doesn't matter how much you love me. If you don't mean me well, if I feel like being around you is hindering me and hindering my growth as a person, I got to let you go. It's not a thing of trying to cast spells on you or wishing bad things or wanting everything to go bad for you. No, I wish those people the best. Okay. But I had to come to Jesus and realize that not everybody I love is going to mean me well. Okay. So in this lifetime, if you want your life to change and to be different, Virgo, you're going to have to start to make different choices. Okay. And some of those choices may have to end up being that you cut off certain people, because if this is somebody you've been going back and forth with all your life, and you can't seem to like see eye to eye, or this person seems like you're trying to work it out, and this person is like, trying to throw everything but the kitchen sink at you, and trying to keep up, stuff in your life, and trying to keep up stuff and harass you and stuff like that. You may have to turn your back on this person and walk away, because this is about your peace of mind. It's about you feeling good, you being in a good space, and the people that aren't contributing to that, they got to go. Okay. You can't be afraid to be by yourself, Virgo. Okay. Because how you going to let the new people in? How you going to have space for the new people if you keeping all the old people around you who are dragging you? Because you had a twin flame that was trying to do that to you, and you kicked them out and moved on. You may have to do that. I'm not saying that that's what you need to do, but I'm saying you may have to at some point, if you can't, see eye to eye with this person or work things out. Okay. So you got to look at how you feel around this person, examine all the things that have happened throughout your relationship with this person. And I mean, sometimes you have to do that, because see, people will sit there and tell you, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, right? It ain't no damn sugarcoating here. We don't do that at Lee's Intuitive Tarot. So I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna keep it real, because the stuff that I'm telling you about, I had to do it because I refuse to live a life where everybody around me don't have my back. I refuse to live a life like that. Okay. So in order for me to surround myself with people who do have my back, I got to get rid of the ones that don't. Okay. And a lot of times they will pretend like they do. But like I said, don't listen to what somebody say. Watch what they're doing, Virgo. And if what they're doing don't match up with what they're saying, then it's time for an examination. And if they gotta go, you can't be afraid to kick them. Because like I said, I had to walk alone for a long time before now I've got people coming. And I had to cut some people off to wake them up. And now they coming back trying to fix things and stuff like that. But sometimes that's what you got to do, because sometimes that's all anyone understands is your absence. Okay. And I'm not saying you got to do that with everybody in your life, but if they don't mean you well, if you've always had a problem with them, if you tried to work it out, and they're not being forthcoming or trying to be a part of the solution, and they're part of the problem, you may have to cut some ties. That's all I'm saying. But that's something that you have to decide at the end of the day. See, me, I just had to go cold turkey and get rid of the people, because like I said, my first half of my life was horrible, because I was surrounded by people that just, when I look back at that now, I'm like, that's why it's so important for you to love yourself, Virgo. Because if you don't love yourself, people be in your energy doing all kind of stuff, and you don't even realize what's going on because that discernment is not there, because you're not loving yourself the way you deserve to be loved. And let me tell you this, once I started like really loving myself, and I let go of certain people, now the person that, because this card comes up for me too, and the person that's that this card is talking about for me, it's like night and day. The person don't say nothing, don't do nothing. Whereas they always was meddling and starting stuff and doing all kind of stuff. They don't say nothing now. It's like a completely different person, because I love me and I'm not about the bullshit anymore. Okay, and I let everybody know, either you fall in the line and we work this out, or you got to go, and I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I can, because like I said, I've been living all this time without it. I can continue on, because like I told you, I have to surround myself with people who mean me well. Okay, because you don't have time for that baggage and stuff like that, Virgo. You got places to go, you got people to meet, you got things to do, and you don't have time for this type of BS. Okay, all right, so let's move on. Let me get one more card. So yeah, we've got paradise. You're headed towards happiness and joy. Okay, you're headed towards playfulness, a situation where you and your new person are going to enjoy each other, and going through a honeymoon phase. So you got good things coming towards you, and so you don't want people from the past coming in and trying to taint your stuff. You don't want that. Okay, all right. Okay, so now we're going to pull a spread for your person and see what's going on with them. Okay, this is for Virgo spirit, Virgo's person. What's going on with Virgo's person, please, spirit? What is going on with Virgo's person? Okay. 3 cards, please. Okay. Okay, so the overall energy for your twin flame, the old person, 7 of coins. This can talk about reevaluating. So I feel like this person is starting to realize, if they haven't already, that they messed up. Okay, and they're now trying to backtrack and figure out how they can try to get you back into the fold. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands showing up here. Fire sign or someone with a lot of fire in their chart: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This can talk about excitement, curiosity. I feel like for a lot of you, this person is trying to manifest, not come towards you, but manifest you coming back towards them, which I know a lot of y'all are like, whatever. Okay, all right. So underneath this, we got the 4 of Cups. This person feels like this was a missed opportunity. With the 9 of Wands, this is all their stuff. This is all their wounds. Because remember, I told you, your person, I don't like to use this word, but I feel like in this situation it's appropriate. This is somebody who's been through a lot of trauma. Okay, they may have had childhood trauma. This could be a situation where they just been through a lot of stuff, a lot of childhood trauma. Things may have happened in school. They may have had issues with their friends and issues in other relationships. And with this 9 of Wands, this is them and all their demons. Because look at the skulls. Those look like demons, right? This is them and all their demons, and they're trying to bring all these demons into a connection with you, or into a situationship, because it's not a relationship. Okay, this person is about the sex and nothing else. Okay, like I said, I'm not saying that they don't have feelings for you, but that's not what's on their agenda. This person is somebody that, like I said, they love attention. They're just trying to get their needs met, and they want to not have to put in any type of effort whatsoever to get you, but they want to get you to do whatever it is they want you to do, what they want you to do, but not have to do anything to earn it, or to get it, or whatever, if you know what I mean. Okay, all right. So yeah, they're wanting to take a leap of faith too. We got the Fool showing up here. So let's clarify this 7 of coins. 7 of coins, please, Spirit. Yeah, see? Like I said, there's nothing wrong with passion. There's nothing wrong with passion, but I don't know about y'all. But for me, it got to be something else other than passion, because this can fizzle out. Okay, this can fizzle out if there's nothing behind it. I mean, it can grow and turn into something else, but I don't feel like that's what this person is wanting to happen. They just want this. Okay. All right. Let me clarify. Okay. So we got the abundance card falling again. This person may be trying to focus on their money. They may have money issues that they have to deal with. And I feel like that's what's taking precedence in their life, and then, this is what they do for play, I guess. Okay. All right. So we got 3 cards that fell for your person. We have the King of Swords, we have the 8 of Wands, and we have the 5 of Coins. Okay. So this, I feel like, is talking about your person, wanting to make a head over heart decision in this situation. Okay. They're wanting communication, but I'm telling you, they feel like you need to be the one. The onus needs to be on you. You need to be the one doing all the damn work. Okay. And with the 5 of Coins, this is talking about, them feeling left out in the cold, feeling ghosted, so on and so forth. This person is like genuinely hurt by what transpired between the two of you, but they're not wanting to take responsibility for their actions in this connection. Because I know damn well this person did something. Okay. I know that they, drew first blood. They started acting crazy first. And my thing is when you get into a connection with somebody, whether even before it becomes a relationship, it's just like having a piggy bank. You can't not put coins in the piggy bank, right? You can't not put money in the piggy bank. And then when you want money, go smash it open and think it's something going to be there. Okay. And I'm saying all that to say, you got to act right for a little while before you start acting a damn fool. And I feel like this person started acting a damn fool off jump. And you were just like, hell no, I'm not having this. And so whatever ensued. And, they're angry that you wouldn't stand there and deal with their abuse. You wouldn't stand there and take their abuse, is what I feel like this is saying. Okay. All right. Let's clarify. Oh, hold on. I'm wrong deck. Hold on, Virgo. I've been laughing at these cards. Hold on. I'm laughing at your person. Mm-hmm. Okay. So for the King of Swords, like I told you, this is talking about, making a head over heart decision. And I feel like this is the head over heart decision that they're trying to make to come forward and confess to you. But I don't feel like with this confession, I don't feel like they're going to tell you everything. I feel like they're just going to tell you enough to try to keep you on the hook, because I feel like that's what's going on with this person. They feel like they can't be 100% totally honest with you, because if they feel like they feel like if they do that, you're not going to stick around. If you find out what's really going on, like I told you about the third parties, and they got money issues. It's like I said, there's a lot of different things going on. Like I told you, this person has a lot of wounds. Okay. I don't want to use the word broken, but they have a lot of different wounds that they have to heal. And this is what's stopping them from being able to be in a relationship the proper way. That's why Spirit talks to you all the time about healing. Because if you don't get rid of these things, the next relationship you go into, all of this is going to come with you. You're not coming by yourself. You're coming with the bags. Okay. Bag lady, bag man. Okay. All right. So we've also got the dragonfly. So this is talking about, you finding out things. So this is like, this person's going to come tell you some stuff. I told you they're not going to tell you everything, but this dragonfly card is talking about you finding out certain things. And I feel like it's going to change the way you see the situation. Not saying that you want to go back to them, but just change the way you look at everything. Okay. Because like I said, that's what the person is trying to do, to reel you back in. But like I told you, don't listen to what somebody is saying to you. Watch what they're doing, because that speaks louder than anything. Okay. All right. So the second card, the Eight of Wands, this is talking about communication, like fast communication coming in. Like I said, this person wants to reconcile with you. Okay. And then with the hammer, they sabotage the connection. They're trying to rebuild it now. All right. But they're still wanting, like I said, the work to be on you. They're not wanting to do anything to rebuild it. If they do anything, it's going to be the bare minimum, because to them, this is a conquest. This is not about, a long-term connection, because I feel like this is what you want, is a relationship, but this person does not want that. I feel like you are like a notch to them on their belt, and they didn't get you, or if they did get you, they're wanting another go around, or if they didn't get you the first time, they're trying to get you the second time. So don't fall for this. Okay. All right. So with the last card, the Five of Coins, feeling left out in the cold, this person might have a whole other family with somebody else. I told you there's third party going on. For some of you, this person has a child with someone else, and they're not telling you about the other person or the child. Okay. All right. For some of you, you could have a family with this person, because for some of you, you're married to your twin. You may have been in a relationship with them for a long time before the two of you got activated and the connection fell apart. It's going to be different for everyone. Okay. But this person, we got the seduction card here. We got the twin flame card and the seduction card here. So Spirit is telling you, of course, this is your twin flame. All right. But this is somebody, like I told you, they like attention. They like to hook up, have third party interactions. They're a sucker for temptation. That's the type of person this is that you're dealing with. Like I told you, they cannot keep it in their pants, whether it's the D or the P. Okay. And with this seduction card, Spirit is telling you, some of the things that you're about to find out. All right. Some of you may already know this, but this is somebody who does not have, the best intentions for you. They're not intending on trying to truly fix this. They're wanting to take like a band-aid and put over it just so they can come back and hit it. Basically, that's what this is. So that's why I'm being like this with you, being frank with you, to let you know what this person is truly about. Okay. All right. So we're going to get some messages from your person, and then we're going to get some messages from Spirit. I'm going to pull some messages from the new person as well. Okay, here we go. Where's their person want to tell them, Spirit? Okay, hold on. They got lots to say. Okay, here we go. So we've got, they miss seeing you. Okay, like I said, that you and this person may work together. You could frequent the same places. I feel like I told you, this person watches you. All right. They're trying to see what's going on in your life, because for a lot of you, you walked away from this person, walked out of their life, and they're trying to get continual updates on what's going on in your life. Okay. They say they feel so happy with you. Okay. They trusted you, and they find you so attractive. See, like I said, it's where's the love? Where's the love? I don't see nothing about no love. Okay. I don't even see any love, any cups at all when I pull their cards. It's coins. It's talking about money and passion. That's all I see. Money and passion. Okay. The wands and the coins. So that just tell you right there, this person don't have, like I said, if they have feelings for you, Virgo, it's not like the feelings you have for them. The intentions you have for them are completely different than the ones they have for you. Okay. Let's get some messages from the new person. Okay, so we've got, I feel at home with you. So this person is a soulmate. Okay, so you're going to feel comfortable with them, right off the bat, even if you're a little nervous when the two of you meet. Okay, or when you finally, set eyes on this person, or you go out or whatever. There, you're gonna, I feel like all of that's gonna die down, and you're gonna feel really at home with this person. Okay. Then we've got, I love that I can be myself around you. Okay. So this is going to be somebody that you can do that with them as well. You can relax, let your hair down, be comfortable, and not worry about getting stabbed in the back like you had to with the twin. Okay. Then we've got your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. Okay. So this is going to be somebody you can be fully and totally honest with, and they're going to be the same way. They're going to be just as forthcoming with you. And then we've got the sound of your laughter is like a drug to me. This is somebody that really admires you. They really adore you. It's not, you know, like I said, they're sexually attracted to you as well. It's passion involved as well, but there's something behind it. There's love behind it as well. Okay. All right. So let's get a message from spirit before I let you go. Let me get this one. Okay, see? Secret admirer. It says, let me show you the picture on the card. It says, someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. Okay. This could represent the old person. Okay. Because we know that, but they not worrying about love. They worrying about, other things. Okay. passion filled things. Let me say that. But this, I feel like it's talking about the new person mostly. So, like I said, for a lot of you, this person already knows who you are. They already have feelings for you, and they're just waiting for the proper time to come forward. Okay. All right. All right. Virgo, I hope this helped. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. Please have a good day and a good rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Virgo.